666 and Revelations is not talking about today, and it never has been. The book of Revelation was not written for a future prophecy of today's time frame. And in 3 minutes, I'm going to give you a little bit of information, but I want you to go and research other things for yourself. First, let's deal with the idea of the 666 or the 616. The reason why there is a 666 and there is a 616 is because depending upon if you're translating Nero's name from Latin or from Greek, you get different numbers. In the first writings of Revelation, when it was translated in the Greek, the number comes up to 616. The 616 is because Nero's names in the Greek has a different spelling than his name in the Latin. In the Latin, it comes to 666. So you can say, well, it's still the same thing. It's still talking about the same thing. Exactly. I agree with you 100%. It's talking about Nero. Because there was a belief that after the Julio-Claudians, when Nero was done, that the Vespasian, the Flavians had came into power, there was a rumor, a talking that Nero hadn't died, or that Nero was going to come back to life, or that Nero was just in hiding and he was going to come back and take the Roman government. And there was a fear of persecution by 1st and 2nd century Christians as they were called, that Nero would come back and persecute them. And that is why Revelation in John of Patmos is talking about Nero, not the Antichrist, to which is supposed to come today. There were already many drying up scenarios of the Euphrates River. And I want you to think about that. With our modern day technology, the Euphrates River is drying up and that being used as a road for the Antichrist and 2 of his people to walk down. Why would he walk down that? He can just drive on the side of it, get a bridge, fly over it. That's insane. But those Christians back then thought that Jesus was going to return before their lifetime was over. They believed in 40 years was a generation, is what they believed. So him coming back before this generation end, they were talking about their time at that exact time. But after we get past the 2nd century, all of a sudden they realized that it didn't work out in the way that it was written in Revelation. And so just like when Ellen G. White's prophecies didn't come true, they changed it and said something different. Just like when the Jehovah's Witness prophecies after the 144,000 are sealed didn't come true, they changed it. So just like after the 2nd century, when Revelation didn't bear itself out, they changed it to mean an end time to keep you in fear at all times. That's your end time.